Good then?
Okay.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday, August 9th, regular monthly business meeting of the Board of Education. Please rise for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for coming out and worrying about whether or not it's going to pour on us in a little while. Pouring on me while I was on my way here. So, August, we're in August already. I cannot believe we're going back to school in a few weeks. I am going to ask for a motion to, I'm going to ask for a motion to move dockets 2-51 through 2-55.
So moved.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. I need sorry. We're moving on to report of committees. Board of Education has no report. I do not see PTA, PTSA, or SEPTA representatives in the audience, virtual or otherwise. So we'll move on to superintendent's report.
Thank you very much. I'll be brief. We'll start with the bond work, which seems like it's never going to end. We're actually almost there. You might have seen out front here on the south side of the secondary school. We had to do some repair work for a pipe broke to the sinkhole. That's almost complete now. At Chestnut Street, they've begun abatement work and shoring. All these fancy terms as we move along here to complete the wall work, both inside and outside on the north side of the building, I guess. That should be ready just in time for school to begin. We're very excited about that because, as you know, we're going to have 5 UPK classrooms this year. The board in particular, Mrs. Barone, has been, it's a lifelong vision come true, and it's very exciting to be a part of that. Throughout the district, the facilities crew, maintenance, buildings and grounds have been doing phenomenal work in getting the building ready, as always. We thank them for that work. As you'll see momentarily, we're just about done with hiring. Hiring is a year-long process, as you know, and coming out of COVID, all districts need supports, and we will continue to look for TAs, monitors, and we're still looking for a nurse. So if anyone knows of anyone who's interested in working, please have them send their resume to us. Other than that, it is mid-August and we are just about ready to roll. So, like the Mets, let's keep on rolling and keep on moving.
How's that Yankees team going right now?
Right. And that way, I'm sorry, that's all we want to talk about. Thank you for my report.
You're welcome. Okay, we've now reached, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We've now reached the period for district residents or employees of the district to address the board. This individual will be limited to 3 minutes of non-confidential agenda items with an overall maximum of 20 minutes if needed. Do we have any questions from the audience? Virtual or otherwise? Okay, so we're going to move along. I need a motion to move docket 2-56 as amended. And I will read the amendment shortly.
Second.
As amendment to add an assistant principal probationary appointment with the salary of $117,000, effective 8/15 of 22, probation ending 8/15 of 26. Do we have any questions? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes.
speak?
You said appointments and resignation.
No, but you didn't say. Like, all right.
People didn't read.
I know, seriously, they're gonna be like, what goes on
I
here?
understand how this all works.
They've dealt with us enough by now.
It's a tough crowd. So let's start with Miss Adrienne Steluto. I don't know if she's in the audience, but Adrienne is going to be filling one of our teaching assistant positions at the secondary school. She has been a monitor in our district for a number of years. I think, if I'm not mistaken, almost a decade. And she's really done phenomenal work, especially during COVID, really stepped up to support our students and staff, and has really shown herself to exemplify Ramp Pride. So we are happy to see her continue her journey, and look forward to all the great things she'll bring to the new secondary school. So congratulations to Adrienne. Next up, Mary Kate Catherine Wilkins. She has many names, not because she has the Irish background, but it's a long story. Mr. Jemmy, funny story, I think, with calling her Katie for the last 4 years, as Catherine has been working in our summer program, but her name is actually Catherine. So we just gave her another name, Mary, just for the fun of it. She's a phenomenally, I'm going to go with the word effervescent human being and educator, who is very passionate about what she does. I actually remember Catherine when she filled in. I was high school principal. She filled in for bingo. And that wasn't even the setup. She actually knew that. That's right there. So Catherine has really grown and is now returning to us to be a Ram. And according to Mr. Pumo, she very dynamic in the classroom, small group instruction, whole group class, making sure all kids are on task and engaged in the learning process. And she promised me she's going to coach. So she's going to take care of that tomorrow. And so we welcome her aboard to the Ram family. Congratulations. I'm going to go to my two colleagues and friends here. We hired previously, but they deserve some formal introductions. She doesn't like me to say this, but I should say it this time. Dr. Jenny Yee, she prefers Jenny, is coming to us from the Roslyn School District. She had interviewed for a couple of positions, and she, without question, has found the right home as the Director of Humanities, has already contributed to the team with some of the work we're doing with our new 7th grade success course that we're going to look at for some of our students. She's already looking at some of our curriculum maps and has met with Ms. Riley for observations and has really dove in head first. Meanwhile, still, and this is one of the things that I greatly appreciate, still honoring her time in her former school, or current school district, but now school district, and making sure she balances both of those, and we're exiting gracefully. I know she's going to bring great things to the table, and we look forward to doing the work with her. So congratulations, Jen. Jenny's right. Ms. Patricia Scolo, who has joined the PPS team here in Ram Country, and I'm sure Bridget sighed a huge sigh of relief because she was getting more concerned that it was getting late into the summer and we didn't have anybody, but we were looking for the right person. And it was an arduous process, but we found somebody who really think embodies the work ethic, the care, and the understanding that's needed to support both our students and staff. And she's already jumped in head first too. I know she met with Bridget almost immediately afterwards for a half a day. I believe he started doing interviews for teaching assistants. So she's already in the mix. I know I've sent her a few emails on some new regs that have come our way and thrown at us from the state, like they like to do daily. And she's definitely not afraid of doing the real work of learning. So we're very excited to have Patricia join our team. So congratulations to you. Last but not least, seems like we've known each other for quite a long time. Molly Gegerson originally was about to be appointed this evening as the grant director for our 21st Century CCC. No, but it's like 3Cs. Yeah, so 3C grant, I'm sorry, but it's $800,000 a year for 5 years, going to help all of our families in West Hempstead. So we're very excited about that. Molly was extremely excited to be part of the team and beginning a new journey and doing it here. And she was on vacation, and we were exchanging emails, and she was, as we said, diving down the rabbit hole. She learned more and more about what was going on, and then kind of returned to the assistant principal position here at the secondary school. We just knew it was the right fit. And here she is, ready to start on Monday, so we're very excited about that. She has spent more than a decade and a half in Massapequa School, and really helped develop an ICT program there, right? And really develop that. She does some work at Nassau Community College, which we all know we have a partnership with now. So that's a great resource that might be of benefit to our students. And so I want to congratulate Molly as well on joining the RAM fam. So, but just I want everybody to take a look right here at these four fine women who sit before us, because honestly, you know, there were some criticisms. People retire, people leave, but things happen. Things change. Nothing stagnant. If it is stagnant, I think we really need to question what we do as an organization, as a learning organization, right? But I can speak for each one of these four women here who sit before us, and I can say, A, they're learners. B, they chose to be here, and C, they're going to do fabulous work. And I don't say that out loud very often, right? Because I'm more of a, and I've learned this from Mrs. Brown, we'll wait and see, right? And we will wait and see. But I am willing to put my name to four people, because I know they're going to do the real work of learning here, because they chose to be here and they want to be a part of the process. I'm not going to bring up the fact that all four of them love the job postings they saw, because we're not going to go down that road, because Ms. Brown's going to roll her eyes at me and then get upset. So we'll leave that one for another day. But no, it's hugely important to have people be a part of an organization that want to be, right? You don't want to force someone to do something they're not willing to do. I wholeheartedly believe that they've found the right home, and we are more than excited to begin to work together. So congratulations to all of you. Apparently I've been assigned the so unfortunately, as let me back up. I was just saying, you know, things change all the time. This is not the ultimate moment where we're going to celebrate this, but it does deserve some acknowledgement. First, Ms. Nancy Carrico, Joel's partner in crime in the business office, is going to be retiring in October 31st, actually. She joined the high school back in 2012. She did a lot of work with data and things of that nature.
No.
And then she moved over with Joel, and has really been a huge support to Joel, making sure things are done in a timely fashion, and his spreadsheets always look pretty. So, you know, it's sad to see Nancy retiring, but I know she loves golf, and I know she's got a well-planned future ahead of her. So we'll do it more formally before she leaves. But I just want to thank her for her time here and wish her all the best. So, Nancy, wherever you are right now, congratulations. And the next one, oh boy. So, you know.
I just love that you just did that. You want to get up here and do it yourself?
No. Miss Teresa Bryant, her official title is Secretary to the Superintendent and District Clerk. But that doesn't even begin to tell the Teresa Bryant story. You know, she's like the mother, she's like the mom of central office, right? She listens, because we're right next to each other, so the door is usually open and the rolls of paper then so you can hear everything. But anyway, she's always caring for and has such a great generous listening or active listening or whatever phraseology you want to use in terms of listening for everyone. So they come in, they vent to her, and then they kind of go off into their day. It's almost automatic too, like the order and the time in which they come in, they tell their stories to Teresa. Teresa says, it's going to be fine. Be okay. Let's go. And then they go off in their way. And of course, as district clerk, she's been engaged in some of different work in the last few years in terms of handling the budget, and the amount of work that goes into that is incredible. And she never gets flustered. And for someone like me, she's a very calming influence, and keeps me. I could just look at her and know everything's going to be fine. And she'll just say, "Why don't you go take a walk?" Just basically get away from me. Yeah, she just amazing. Never loses patience. Like today, we're a little behind schedule on central office than we normally are because of COVID, because of all the hiring, because just all the fun and games that go on. She just keeps saying, "We'll get there. We'll get it done." Like tonight, everything was done in time. We were making decisions right up to about 1:30 today. Got everything done. And that's because of Teresa. And I know Pat, John Hogan, thank you. Sorry, Dr. Eisenberg. I was thinking Dr. Eisenberg would all say the same thing about her. They will all have their own perspective and thoughts about Teresa, but I don't think anyone would say she's nothing short of a true professional. Really runs the district. That's not just something you say because she's the secretary. Everything runs because of Teresa. Work well together. I make her crazy with 9 calendars, but I do that so that she can turn them off if she doesn't want. But she never misses a beat with that. I've only been this close with Teresa for 5 years. It's my 5th year, so really 4 and change. But I've known her since my entire time here. Even from the Man in the Yellow Hat episode with John. She remembers that story. Remember when I came in for book character day and I was the Man in the Yellow Hat, and Anna was Curious George, and John thought I was a banana. Oh, John, Curious George, see? So to the site work, snowball fights. The year I brought them up, we had the snowball fight in central office. We get them to experience that. But always and can sing and can dance. They can do the whole thing. Apparently, her husband is one phenomenal karaoke singer. So I've learned a lot, some of the things about that. And she has beautiful grandkids that she's going to be leaving us to care for as they start their own educational journey. They are babies and young. So that's an exciting time as a grandparent, I'm sure. But I can say this, that's the entire district, both past and present, issue terrible. So we'll do this formally and do it better than what I just, I know.
We won't let him go next time. That's I won't get through it, but we won't let him go.
Bro. So from everyone to you, thank you. So congratulations. Thank you.
As I sat here, I was trying to figure out which one of us was harder to deal with on a daily basis. I know the answer now. All right, so let's move on now. I need a motion to move dockets 2-57 through 2-62.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? No. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion passes. And a motion to move dockets 2-63 through 2-68.
So moved. Second.
What's the level?
This destruction.
Wait, I didn't get that far yet. Did I say any questions? All right, your question is about the destruction of ballots?
Yes. What's that?
We have to do that after a certain amount of years. We're allowed to destroy the ballots.
Have we done it?
Yeah.
Can we change the result?
No. 3 years ago. That was your election.
Oh, boy.
Okay, after Vinnie's question, any other questions? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. I swear I thought that just said new superintendent. I was like, really? We're getting a new superintendent? It's been a very long day. I apologize. I need a motion to move docket 2-69 through 2-88.
Second.
Any questions on these documents? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Old business. So we're bringing back the school safety plan. So I need a motion to move, bringing it back. We had tabled it at a previous meeting to have it corrected. So now it's back. I need a motion to move docket 2-21.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. New business. I need a motion to move docket 2-89.
Second.
Was that Kurt?
Yes.
Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. There is no board privilege of the floor. Future meeting dates are on the back of the agenda. I do believe that there will probably be at least one meeting between now and the beginning of the school year to appoint the aides, monitors, TAs that Mr. Raymond was discussing earlier in the evening. Generally speaking, we do have at least one extra meeting just for appointment purposes prior to the start of the school year, so those people can actually start with everybody else. That meeting will be posted as normal, and again, it's usually a 2-minute meeting just to make appointments. Again, future meeting dates are on the back of the agenda. We've now reached the period for district residents or employees of the district, again, to address the board. This individual will be limited to 3 minutes of non-confidential agenda items with an overall maximum of 20 minutes if needed. Do we have any questions from the audience? Okay, I see one in the, Carol, you want to unmute yourself and ask your question?
Hi, I was just wondering, do you post the agenda on the website? 'Cause
Yes, we do. It's posted on board docs on Friday.
Board docs, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do we have any, let me try to speak English. Do we have any other questions from the audience? Okay, so I'm going to just say on behalf of the Board of Ed, I hope everybody gets to enjoy the remainder of their summer, except you guys who have to work. Well, not you, you don't have to work yet. No, oh, you're working in some school, sorry to hear that. So everybody else gets to enjoy the remainder of their summer. I hope you enjoy it. I hope we get a few beautiful days in before the start of the school year. I can't believe it's right around the corner. And we will see you soon. At this time, I need a motion from the board to go into executive session for the advice of counsel and to discuss personnel.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. We're going to stay in here for a little bit just because it's so hot in there and then we'll go back.